Where is your face covering?
Where is your face?
I am stopping a deadly virus from spreading. I can't breathe though.
Are we talking about the virus with the 0.4% mortality rate and has an over 99% recovery rate?
Bro, your facts do not matter when you can be asymptomatic and spread the virus to somebody more vulnerable like your grandmother.
What you're not going to do is emotionally manipulate me into compliance. Because as of April 2nd, the World Health Organization has admitted there are few cases that are truly asymptomatic. And to date, there have been no documented asymptomatic transmission. And according to a study published by the National Library of Medicine, they exposed an asymptomatic person to 455 uninfected and tracked the infection rate, and none of them contracted the virus.
Bro, stop lying.
I'm not lying. All the links to everything I've said will be in the description box of this video.
Damn it, just wear a mask so we can slow the spread. This is about safety.
You know what? I would get into the adverse side effects of wearing a mask, but a wise man once said to guard with jealous attention the public liberty and suspect anyone who comes near that precious jewel. That being said, the fact that you can wear a mask made out of literally any material lets me know this is not about safety. This is about social engineering, and I have a problem with that.
Over 450,000 people have died, and all you can talk about is liberty. You don't care people are dying. You're evil.
Okay, but if I'm evil, then so are you.
I'm doing my part to slow the spread. Look at me.
But you literally didn't do none of this back in 2018.
Now you're going to try to tell me the flu killed 80,000 people in 2018. That talking point is played out. This virus is way more deadly. It has killed more people than the flu.
I'm not talking about the flu. I'm talking about tuberculosis. Yeah. It killed 1.5 million people.
Are you shitting me? Tuberculosis did that?
Yeah. You did not wear a mask. We did not lock down the world. Out of the 1.5 million people that died, 250,000 children lost their lives. Hospitals were not overrun around the world. No one talked about flattening that curve. CNN did not keep a death count. Yeah, let's talk about it.
I'll holler at you later, bros.
I'm going to do a little test here today. A lot of people are saying they're getting headaches and stuff from wearing a mask that they're requiring us to wear pretty much everywhere we go. And I'm going to test oxygen level under a mask using an OSHA approved air quality monitor that tests for oxygen levels, hazardous gas levels, LEL, CO, NH3, H2S, stuff like that. This monitor is bump tested every day. It's calibrated every 30 days. OSHA requires 19.5% oxygen to work in a space. Look it up. Normal oxygen levels is anywhere from 20 to 21, right in that area. So I'm gonna do a little test here. I'm gonna put the sampling tube at the corner of my mouth, and I'm not exerted, I'm just standing here. So we're gonna put it right here. That's going straight to the air quality monitor. And we'll see what the oxygen level is. So I've got 20.5, okay, 20.6. That is the oxygen level without the mask. Now I'm gonna put the...
Okay, let's just stop for a second and verify what he just said. And I just put this in a simple Google search. I said OSHA requires 19.5 oxygen level. And this is what I got from OSHA.gov. This is straight from the government's own website. The government that's telling us to wear masks. It says, while normal atmosphere contains between 20.8 and 21% oxygen, OSHA defines as oxygen deficient any atmosphere that contains less than 19.5% oxygen. and as oxygen enriched, any atmosphere that contains more than 22% oxygen. So the atmosphere is oxygen deficient by OSHA's standards. OSHA is the government. By the government's own standards, oxygen deficiency is any atmosphere that contains less than 19.5%.
Camera down, put a mask on. Okay. Do the same test, hose in the same spot. You can hear the alarm going off. That means that there is a hazardous atmosphere. And we'll see what the levels are. 17.4. 17.5, it's starting to go back up. Okay. It's going to clear at 19.5. And that's what is required to work in a space. So, if you're wondering about headaches and stuff like that, there's why. Because you're not getting enough oxygen. If you're exerted, working, running, whatever the case may be, it's only going to get worse from there. So, you know, it is what it is. You're not going to see this on the news because they don't want you to know this on the news. So take it for what it's worth.
So again, I am not a medical professional, but if what this man says is true, and this scientific test, seemingly scientific test, is accurate, then the government and your mayor and your council members and your governor and public health officials are telling you to create an oxygen deficient atmosphere over your face.
At a commissioners meeting in Florida's Palm Beach County, anger erupted after a unanimous vote to make masks mandatory. This turned downright ugly. Here was the scene.
You literally cannot mandate somebody to wear a mask knowing that that mask is killing people. It literally is killing people. And we the people are waking up, and we know what citizens arrest is, because citizens arrests are already happening, okay? And every single one of you that are obeying the devil's laws are going to be arrested. And you, doctor, are going to be arrested for crimes against humanity.
Social distancing is more relaxed in Sweden. Much of Europe has gone into lockdown in the face of the coronavirus's relentless spread. But in the spring sunshine, Stockholm's cafes have customers, the schools are open, and the Prime Minister has urged people not to panic.
We hope that they are doing the right thing. I think that, you know, we Swedes normally we are better at social distancing in the first place. So it just feels that we are continuing living the way that we normally do as well.
It's about saving the restaurants. It's about saving the pubs. It's about saving people's work. Maybe we have found a good balance, but let's see when it's over.
The elderly have been told to avoid social contact, crowds of more than 50 banned, but otherwise people are largely free to go about their normal lives.
This is how life might have been in Britain too, but then came that computer simulation by Imperial College London that showed that hospitals were about to be overwhelmed, 250,000 people could die, and the country locked down. But here in Sweden, the authorities just don't believe that research.
The doctor in charge of the strategy has been charting the upward curve in deaths, but he insists the simulation was based on assumptions and poor data.
I mean, compared to us, it's hugely pessimistic, and I don't think any curve in any country has gone that bad as the Imperial College says it's going to be. And I don't think there is no real connection between having a lot of lockdowns, closing borders, closing schools and so on, and being safer.
Some scientists are horrified by the risk they believe the authorities are taking. Many lives could be lost.
I'm a scientist. I don't trust authorities. I trust data, and I don't see transparency of data that makes me calm to say that the strategy chosen is the best way forward.
But they might be right.
They might be right, and I will open a champagne bottle then. Because this is not about me and who's right or wrong. I think that we should have an open discussion about the scientific data.
The authorities are building a field hospital just in case.
So this is one of the wards then?
That's correct. This is one of possible 60 wards. In every ward it will be 10 beds.
The first patients are expected as soon as Monday.
You work with Medicine Sans Frontières, Doctors Without Borders. Did you ever imagine you'd be building a hospital like this in your home country?
Never, but I'm sure nobody anticipated what we're seeing now in all levels of society.
Sweden is hoping to let the virus spread slowly, an aim Britain once shared. Now the UK is trying to completely shut it down. There's no way of knowing which strategy will save more lives in the long run. Thomas Moore, Sky News, Stockholm.
Population of Belgium 2020 and historical. So